welcome back to the Week of Madness, which is actually on its final day. Today is the last day of our little, experiment? I don't know what we call it. Also, there's no really water coming through here. I'm gonna have to fix that. Don't like that, but I think we can do that. Yeah, we can fix that right now, actually. So, it has been... Whoop. Let's get the HP a little closer till we hit even number. Afternoon. Well, thank you very much. There we are. So it has been a full-blown week. Well, it's been a work week, I guess, 5 days. But we have done a great deal in the service of getting the dungeon, well, serviceable. So we've got, let's see, we fixed up the side here that was missing some sandstone. We dug this tunnel all the way through the ocean. We put that quad beacon in place beneath the sea. And probably the biggest, most important thing that we've done so far is right here. We actually got the entirety of the boss room functional. And actually a little bit more work on it. So if we just head back through what I guess is currently our airlock, our maintenance airlock, if you will. And we head way over to here. We find nothing, which is exactly what it's supposed to look like, because underneath here, because I think it's here, the plan has been enacted. Keep an eye on the P.O. Fox this Wednesday. Oh, okay then. So yeah, under here, we have a piston, and that is leading into our little exit way. So that means that our exit way is now actually inaccessible when it's closed, assuming nobody wants to actually come along and break stuff. Which, also they'd have to find it, which... I know exactly where it is, because I just installed it, but... Okay, so... I'm not terribly certain what it is we're going to do next. Obviously, we need to cover this wall up, because this is now the end of the dungeon. I kind of wanted to have more to it, but we're running to the end of the server at this point. It kind of needs to get done. So one way or another, this is happening. And to that end, I probably need to go and grab some more sandstone. So I guess maybe we'll work on this side. We'll work on the central channels a little bit. We'll maybe do some decor, that kind of thing. I might need to repair my gentlest sticks in here. But we should be good. Hell, I'm so glad that we managed to get the boss done. We managed to get the boss fight done. So glad of that. Like, just, maybe we can wire everything all together today. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll take the arrival's signature and such. Okay, so I need sandstone. Grand, there you are. So for that, we're going to need some tripwires leading into a memory latch, and then we'll need to wire that together with basically everything. So we need it to, let's see, we would need the entry the entry flag, I guess I'll call it that flag. We need to connect that to the RNG here that determines what the passcode is and also closes the trapdoor. And we need to connect it to the next area where we're releasing our baby zombies to make sure that our baby zombies are not currently being released. And we need to then reset it all so that our so that when you open the exit door, as it were, our boss, well, our boss like system basically just resets everything. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm sorry. This week's been a little bit on the rough side for me. It's no surprise, I'm sure, because I'm not a daily streamer, believe it or not. I am, in fact, more like a 3 days a week kind of streamer. And even then, I'm usually doing it for like 2 hours, not 3. 15 hours in 1 week is a lot more streaming than I usually do. So, I am consequently kind of tired. I love this week. Am I correct in assuming the Kobold section is essentially a wash, just the ancient trap section leading into Tukar's tomb? Yeah. It's a shame. Maybe I'll just make a fully Kobold dungeon for the next series. I don't know. But, it is a shame that I set out to make, Tucker's Kobolds in Minecraft, and I ended up just making, I guess, Tucker's. I haven't, in fact, made the Kobolds. It's a pity, but Still, I think we've accomplished something pretty impressive already, as it is. Like, we're still missing the mob spawners. The mob spawners are, if anything, the easiest portion of this entire dungeon. But, I think we've still managed to accomplish something pretty significant here. Okay, so let's just board this off. There's probably some stuff I want to get, like, locked up here on the basis that this, well, that actually leads into, like, a very old mine. But let's just get that plugged in. Just so we don't get any lightning glitches. Good. Don't need this torch, I don't think. Let's take a look. Light is 5. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Okay, never mind. We do need that. Are we missing a doorway? I feel like we're missing a doorway. I think we are indeed missing a doorway right here. Which might potentially mean that I have to go build another door. Dungeon of Rakut, the Kobold King. Yeah. The Catacombs of the Kobolds, if you will. Right. So, let's see. This is the one where you're running around trying to find something that will open that door. Meanwhile, there are baby zombies trying to attack you. In the dark. I stress. Much like your own stress, I guess, in that case. We are probably going to want to have this interior section here actually, like, where we have our mob spawner. Or at the very least where we have our mob filter system that's then going to be outputting all of the stuff. And I just closed off our airlock. I maybe didn't think that through. I don't have anything to stop water, so this is just going to be a mess for a little bit. Okay. So, over here we have this kind of rotund section. And in here we want to have some kind of system for releasing our baby zombies, which are going to be basically our mini kobolds, or whatever, just through a series of hatches, as it were. So this is going to be our last little piece of trapmanship, our last little piece of trap making for at least the week, in which we are more or less taking the same system that we put together for selecting one of the minion gates to open, in order to ensure that the baby zombies come out of an area that is unpredictable, or at least has a small number of options, but you don't know which one's going to be taken. I'm glad I have a ton of stone for this, because I'm going to need it. I'm probably going to need to go and grab my toolbox with the sponges as well. Underwater building is always such a pain. I wonder where I'll be building the next place. I mean, it's the Aqua update, so we'd kind of expect to be doing something in the water, but there's only so much you can do in the water, as we can see right now. Maybe there'll be kobold pirates, but most likely I'll probably build in, like, I don't know, so I have Savannah. Savannah might be nice koboldy orange. To be fair, it's been ages since the beginning of the series. Oh yeah, it definitely has. Dungeon Maker is by far not one of my longest series, but it is pretty long. My longest series, at least to date, is Edgington, which I have 2 episodes of sat on my hard drive, currently waiting editing, but of course I've had precious little time to do basically any editing this week. So hopefully there'll be one early next week. We'll see. More stone. Catacombs of the Kobold Kingdoms. That sounds like a worthy module. And Kiyo, that is impressive given how we literally experienced that connection several times in the game. Oh? Tomb of Tucker. Yes. It is in fact based on the story of Tucker's Kobolds, which has some issues integrating with Minecraft, because in Dungeons and Dragons you can have flame resistance, but most usually you are never completely impervious to a kind of damage. There are some things that are immune to certain types of damage, but for the most part you just have to deal enough of it. In Minecraft, the base level is immunity, which makes it a little hard to make things like fire kind of a threat. Which is a pity, but, you know. I try. The main thing here is that I'm making sure that the players start with rubbish equipment, which we might work on as well if we have time today. A random array of equipment. And then, on top of that, they are fighting enemies that aren't necessarily a threat under normal circumstances, but they're in the dark, and they have to deal with traps and all sorts. And chief and foremost, there's a lot of them, and they keep coming. Your main problem is getting out of here. Okay. Let's see if we can fix this up over here. I wish I could actually, like, spend the time submerging this place, but, oh boy, it would take so much gravel, and, well, we might actually have the gravel, but we definitely don't have the sand. Okay, that's the top of it. And do we want to be going a little underneath? We probably do. Just to make sure I have some... Oh, nope, that doesn't go there. Just to make sure that I have some space, there we go, for a, my brain's gone dead again. Wow! Makes you miss the Builder's Wand? Oh yeah, yes it does. But I never had the Builder's Wand in this series, so... Which probably makes this a little bit all the more amazing, especially considering that I had to do the Guardian Grinder. Okay. I'm down to 2 torches? Oh dear, that's not good. Okay, now this would be the part where I go and grab the sponges, I think. And now I no longer need this flood, this leak. Okay. Dinner Maker's lines only request the multiplying cost for the next world shift is, please, for the love of Prima Secundo and Tosha, no water. Yeah, very circular. Very circular. Ow. Okay, can we chuck anything in here? Yes, we can, a little bit. Teeny little bit. Gonna need the sponges. Oh, and we're also going to want to put that crafting table back in here, because that originates in my toolbox. Yeah, small surprise that I've got a patron server right now that is pretty much entirely water. Not entirely, but pretty close to it. And I'm asking for the next map here to not have water. Strange times indeed. Anything here I might want to grab? Probably the glass. Probably that. Don't think I'll be needing the sand. I'll just have some sticky pistons for luck. Yep. Right. I wonder what scale I'll be using for the next dungeon as well. Up here. And let's see, how do I want to do this? I mean, I've got 23 sponges, but if I do it wrong, this will still end up a complete mess. So let's try splitting this up a little bit into about there. And about there. Just to take some of the strain off of the sponges. And make sure I have somewhere to breathe throughout this process. Right, not perfect, but that's fine. Doesn't need to be. Considering what you've heard from Resender, this whole building in the water thing is surprisingly easy. Yeah. Depends on scale a lot of the time. Resender's pretty big on scale, but Resender also has the benefit of modded items, which is not necessarily always available. Do I have a... Yes, I do. Okay, good. Just making sure I actually have, like, an inventory space here. Don't want to lose the sponges, because the sponges are irreplaceable. No? Okay. Guess I break this whilst I'm in the water then. Right. Sandstone makes a pretty handy material when you've got a efficiency 5 pick. Good for scaffolding. Okay. Got ourselves some empty space. Not quite enough, but you know, we're working on it. Working on it. We have Kraken shells, rings of Cordata, and a full alchemy setup. Yeah. Not to mention when you can craft sponge. In fact, even better sponge than I'm currently using here. There we go. Would have gone from one section here. Okay. That's fine, I don't need to go that deep, really. And then there was one. And there was none. Hooray! So just be a little careful of what parts here I remove. And then we can start to work on getting a little chamber going on in here. Alright. So the idea here is that you're fumbling around in the dark trying to find the button or the lever or whatever will open up the next, Okay, I really need torches in here, don't I? I need a lot more torches than I currently have on me. To open up the next sanctuary zone, which is the big round areas that usually bridge the two sides of the dungeon, but that's only have the one. And in the middle of all that, randomly around the area, you are being... You're having these zombie... Well, these baby zombies are sort of like attacking you, assailing you, causing mischief and havoc. Okay. thinking that we probably want to have 4 different locations here that the baby zombies can come out of. Which should be reasonably... well, which should make it reasonably hard to tell exactly where they're going to come out of. Maybe we'll select 2 at a time. But most likely we'll just have, like, the 1 at a time. Whoop, okay, well, good, we haven't put any redstone in here yet. Come on, there we go. Right. Okay, there's clearly going to be some more here, so I'm going to go up here. Yeah, let's see how far this reaches. The entire dang way is the answer. There. I'm surprised I haven't run into any slimes in this dungeon, considering the scale of it. Okay, let's get Lucky Digs out here. Get ourselves some coal. Don't need a spider eye. Don't need that much stone right now. There we go. Okay. Torches. Torches. Yet still more torches. Right, good. Ah. Had to buy my MCM ticket this week and also travel for seeing Neff. Means no nom for Ghost. Oh dear. Okay, now. Our primary problem when we're making these is this half slab floor. Unless we retract that as well, our baby zombies are going to have some trouble. Because, obviously, you can't pass through a half-block space unless you're water in the next update. So we actually need to figure out how to do that. And then we need to repeat it like 4 times. Another option is that we have essentially dog-leg bends that retract the block higher up than the floor level and then pull it back so that something can flow past it. Like water, for instance. I picked it back up. See, it's right there. It's right there. Don't worry about it. Sea level down to ocean floor, I guess. This was strictly big. So yeah, we can pull 2 blocks down, maybe swapping one of them out. Or we can pull 1 block out and shove it to the left or something. Give ourselves a definable edge to work with here. And then underneath we can just put all of the wiring. it's from Burra. Surprised I haven't run into any slimes. It'd be beyond possibility now that you hear the telltale squish squish behind a wall. It wouldn't be beyond possibility. Okay, yeah. Like, I've dug out a lot of space. A lot of space. Right. Gives me some walking space. So I'll have another one here. And one over here. That's 3. And where do I want to put the second one? I think here will do. And actually channeling the zombies is fairly straightforward. The hard part is most definitely getting this, getting these manipulable channels done. There's Janice Dixon. Oh, I think that's what's taking up your space, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, I don't need flint. Right. Do I need to pop into the test world to try and figure this part out? Possibly, if only so I can actually spawn mobs. Which is like a check. It's confirmed that on this server line is supposed to never ever find a single accidental slime chuck. I had to dig so much just to find the 8 that are used by the harvester, yes. It was kind of ridiculous. Also, I really want to put another layer on the top here just because the water worries me. Let's see, I should be fine digging a hole here. Who knows, maybe I'll put this gravel to work. Not that 37 gravel is going to get me very far. Though I have plenty more in storage. Which I'm actually not terribly far from, considering we're close to the shore. Oh, never mind, never mind. We'll take the more scenic route, shall we? Oh dear. We saw nothing. My naming convention of tools. There's a lineage in my picks. My pickaxes legit have, like, genealogy to them. Alright, a couple stacks of this should do the trick. Like, let me get back to my, let me get back to the toolbox and I'll show you, like, just all of the names I had for my pickaxes on this server over time. Okay, so, we have just a regular iron pickaxe, then we have my digging pick, and then we got, let's see, soft digs was my first silk touch pick. Then we had, I think, a couple more that might be in the enchanted box over there, which were like, Speediest Dixon or something like that. And then we had Lucky Digs that replaced our original soft digs. Well, Lucky Digs was like the companion to Soft Digs, and then Soft Digs started to wear out, also was efficiency free and I think unrepairable. Then I had a bunch of picks that were sort of like just mining picks like this, more or less. And then I got efficiency 5 Silk Touch, and added mending, and we had Gentlest Dixon, who has stayed strong and supportive since. So I've got, like, an actual, like, Digson, and such. Like, just... I have a family of pickaxes. How am I back down to 2 torches? There's a new subscribe. Good evening, mortals. Thank you. That is ever good evening. Okay, gonna fix up this ceiling so it's not dripping particles. Still kind of threatening to let the water in at all stages, but at least not dripping particles. Really? I need more. I do in fact need more. Huh. Well, okay. Let's go and see what we can figure out for opening holes in this wall. Also 10 months. Wow. Right. This, by the way, is the actual, like, random resource, random loadouts machine, which will, I will probably have to install that on camera. Ooh, and there's our central pitfall that we have in the middle of our, like, right at the start. And, oh boy, was it a pain in the neck to make. But it works. Still, somehow, miraculously. Oh, and here's where we made our triple piston extender. Including this one, which was a complete mess and doesn't work. Right. So, let's get ourselves sandstone. Sandstone slab. Make ourselves a little stand-in for what we have to deal with here. And someone thinks there's a Grand Prix outside. Wow. Guarantee you that engine is just, like, attached to a really cheap Corsair or something. I guarantee the car making that noise is not the least bit as impressive as they're making it sound. Okay. And let's get ourselves stone bricks. Not the monster egg, as I have frequently made the mistake. But then again, I'm sure a lot of people have made that mistake. Okay. So that indicates to us where our little trap is. Now, if we just take out those 2 blocks, they can absolutely escape. So, alternatively, we can just take out this block. Over there. Unfortunately, there isn't any, like, cracked sandstone texture. I might have to add one in theory, I guess, but it's a pity. Now, to actually retract this, we'd need a 2 block repeat, like, extend. Well, we need 1, and then 1 pulling it back. So let's see if we can get this working, at least in concept. Let's see, you'd want this slow on, quick off. Which would be, we had a system for this, we worked it out. Slow on, quick off. Yeah, right here. Lord help me, I'm back on my redstone. Okay, so we send a signal into here using, for now, just a lever. Is that doing what I think it's doing? No, I don't think it is. Okay, that's what I should be looking for. Right. Or at the very least, it's not doing it nearly as quick as it should be. So, slow on, quick off. If we want a quick on, slow off system, invert it, basically. Right. Okay, so this one, torch here is an indicator. Quick on, slow off. So that's one way we do this. I think we will probably need a longer delay than that. Probably. And I think we also probably just want the raw signal coming out of this. Is that correct? I'm not terribly certain this is correct. Or maybe it's just because this doesn't actually add all that much difference in signal length there. Well, we can fix that. Okay, so we turn it on. That retracts. Probably needs a little bit of delay there. And we actually want it to be doing the opposite of this. The complete and, in fact, exact opposite. There we go. Right, I think we can probably do without one of these. So we then take this, add a little bit of a delay, and put it into that. Say about that much delay. Okay. And probably not that much delay, in fact, but not even that much, apparently. Okay. Nice. Whoop. We're making the boss again even, so we're currently still on Cam, who is at 1500 out of 7600 health. Would not take terribly much to bowl Cam over right now. It's also worth knowing we are also not terribly far from completing our donation goal currently, which is to get a i7-7850 or something X, I think. Who knows with these processor names? Processor, which is basically double the power of our current processor. Wouldn't that be sweet? Okay, so that's currently on 1, 2, 3. So I do that. Shift this to here. That is that. This there. That there. And adult there. In fact, I could probably even use even less redstone. Wait, no. The exact amount of redstone. The exact same amount of redstone. Just in a slightly more compact fashion. Hey, there we go. So that's that system. And then we would just have, like, a channel here that we'd send our zombies along, and they just come out the wall. They're coming out the goddamn walls! You have to make that reference. It's mandatory. I would go to prison if I did not in fact use that reference. That's gonna be even faster. Nope, a little slower than that. Just a little bit slower. I've done a thing and it works. Now how can I make it smaller? Yeah, that's just the way I work. That's just me, mostly. Although I absolutely could make this smaller. Ooh. Yep, there we go. Maximum smallness. Practically a 3x3. Okay, next question. Would this actually work is the next thing we need to know. Now the problem here is this requires probably a lot of wiring on the same level as the actual thing. It's also a little bit worrisome with corners, but we could flip it easy. So let's get ourselves some stained glass. We'll go with white. A little bit of titanium white. Okay, and we want to make sure that this is 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Why do we want to make sure that it's 8 blocks long? Because it will prevent water from spilling out into the corridor every single time that we actually release our skelly. Every time we release our, what do you call them? Gremlins? I don't know. Our minions. I do this, we should see, yeah, it stops dead right there, and that's exactly what we want to see. Then we plug it off, and it doesn't really care either. So it's only taking up exactly the amount of space we want without causing a huge problem. Alright. What we can also do is put ice under here, but it's not a huge concern for us right now. What we want right now is to just summon a zombie or 6. So let's get myself my favorite tool that I never get to use. Slash give at P a command block. Okay. So, this actually makes this a lot easier. So, summon zombie 2 blocks up. Give a small stab at Cam. I can't quite make out how Cam's doing up there, but ooh. Yeah, baby mummies. I don't know. Wicked spirits. And I believe the tag here is baby. just need... Yeah, probably a button would do the trick, but we'll take a lever for now. Yep, it is baby. Okay. So, there you are. And then we open this and we get flushed. Okay, that's a slight concern, but we actually can fix that really incredibly easily just by using stairs. It's not a terribly huge problem if our mummies or whatever don't really have any issues, but... Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we have dispensed and zombie. Hooray! So this part works. I'm slightly more fond of this, though, that they come out of the floor. So if we replaced that with sandstone right now, it would look completely innocuous. And then suddenly, baby zombies. Right, let's try this at capacity, shall we? So we change this to be a repeat. Give ourselves a few zombies. And they won't drown because the water's too low in here. Oh yeah, they're fitting inside of the... Ooh. That's interesting, so they can fit in like a 1/4 space there. Ah. Okay, so that is a problem that we need to take into account. Can make that smaller. So, TP at E type equals zombie. Say R equals 50. And we want to send them to -60. Which just makes sure I don't have to kill them every single time. Right. Okay, so if I rotate this to that and add that. Now, it used to be you could see through the middle of this, but they've actually changed that out. Right. That gives them 1/4 of space. There should be minimal issue there. I guess we'll find out in a hot minute. Okay, so yeah, they go down here, they wait. They still get through there. Interesting. And then that happens, of course. Okay, can I just do this a different way? Does it matter which way it's up it is as long as it's stairs? In which case, can I just do that? A blockage consisting of mewling undead. You make them sound like zombie cats or something. That does seem to work. Okay, so it just has to be a regular stairs. Nice. Children dispensed. Imagine that's how things worked. Imagine if that was the story of the birds and the bees. Well, when a mother and a daddy love each other very much, the stork comes along with $1.50. Oh yeah, and Cam is currently at 1400. Okay, so that's one design that we can go with here. Although not using the command block, which would make things so much easier, but oh well. Seriously, Monkey, if you're watching, just give me like the command blocks. It'd make things so much easier. I wouldn't crash the server at all, I promise. Right. Let's do our next design. This must be Now we just need to find a tidy way to dispense with the children. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I think they call that university. Or college, depending on where you're looking. No block further back. Have I got this completely the wrong way around? I think I have. Okay, to there. Okay, so the plan here is we retract both of these. And that's definitely going to need to be a double, isn't it? What if I can adapt that as a double? And then we shift this over so that we get our redstone demonstration here. Okay. Then we do that so that we can get this. Which should enable them to actually wander through and up rather than getting stuck on the edge. Potentially. This may or may not be overkill, but here goes. Well, Purr, you are currently the full confirmed stream boss at 7,800 health. Congratulations. I think a double here would probably make the most sense. So you pull it back once and then another time, and then that's where the water comes in. So for that, I'm just going to get a sticky piston. Up there, I want to say? Yeah, because it has to end up there. Okay. Let's see if we can adapt this over here as our double. In which case, we need that there. And there. We want torpedoes. Don't know why I still have comparator zombie, but I do. So that to there, that to there. Full, is it? Yeah, it's a full. And observers. Which ones be looking there? And there. And then we just feed power into this with a button, for now at least. Has this actually become a lever system? That's kind of helpful for me, but... I think it has. Okay, that's actually really helpful. Yeah, that works. That's incredibly compact. I'll have to remember this. Yeah. But okay, that's good. So then we just need to figure out this. But we can do that because we've now got a steady signal. We've now got a steady signal. Nice. Okay. So, we need to significantly delay this signal going into there. We want to invert it as well, because power on does this. So if we get this, like so. So that returns that almost to normal, except we're pushing up the wrong thing. And then we get our redstone. Like so. Okay. And let's see, when the power goes on, and after it's come to here, we want to send a pulse into that. which actually we might be able to just hijack this system. Right here. Use it as something else. Take that, do that. It's a mild problem because of that. Here's some extra just to fill up the tip jar some more. Oh, well, you didn't injure yourself, so you got that going for you. We can't actually do that because we're using up in the wrong manner for this. Okay. That's fine. We know we're going to be delaying the signal coming into here, so... how easily can I send this signal upwards, I wonder? Probably not very. Okay, so turn this. That. We probably definitely want to reduce that a little bit. And then the other side. This is definitely, I feel like this is a lot bulkier than just using this. But we're prototyping right now, don't worry about it too much. Reminds me of when I did ages and ages ago to sort farm animals into slots for your automatic processing plant, nicknamed Rupture Farms. Sadly, I configured one of the servers the wrong way, so when I flipped the lever I just started hearing bleat, bleat, bleat. Turns out you were dispensing sheep right into the wall. Oh dear. Okay, and then when we do the inverse of this... to send a pulse directly into there, not necessarily immediately, but pretty damn skippy. Okay. All right. Why am I not getting a pulse here? Probably because I got this reversed. Yeah. I ain't even taking this the other way. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Okay, so... goods. And the other way. Beautiful. Okay, next question. How do we make it smaller? Vital and significant inquiry. Can I shift this over at all? Yes, I can. Okay, and the other side. Nope, don't do that. Do this. Do that. Okay, good. And... oh, actually, that's not quite right, is it? Because these need to fire one after the other. But one needs a steady signal, and the other needs a delayed signal. Takes 2 pistons, 2 repeaters, and a lever, versus a that takes 6 pistons, 6 repeaters, and a lever. Yeah, yeah. And a few observers. Yeah. But also, this is completely subterranean, whereas this is level with our water channels. And when you have redstone mixing with water and mixing with mobs on the same level, it's danger. Could be worse. I could be using slime blocks in this mix as well. Let's just take that there. Okay. Yep. Oh, dick. Okay, yeah, this won't work because of this one. Although they're only half a block tall. So they'll probably be fine. We'll find out when I actually add the zombies into this. Given how you built the hubris harvester in order to get slime for the tomb, you're going to have damn near an obligation to use it now. Yeah. Okay. Let's get our thing in here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I mean, another advantage here is we actually don't need to limit this. We don't actually need to limit this water stream because it'll be stopped by the stairs. the one that we're designing here doesn't actually need to be quite as large. Or quite as long, I guess, would be the appropriate word of it. So, for instance, let's actually plonk it right here. Okay. The only problem I see is that this will, unless we actually like restrict the direction of our zombies, initially what we're going to be seeing is that they'll probably be drowning right here. A pity, but that's the consequence of using observers instead of more actual robust logic. Okay, so just fix off that. So we open it up. See where our zombies end up. They all funnel out gorgeously, and that really just needs to be a stage. Nice. Okay. Do that a little lower. So that does work. The potential downside I see is them getting stuck on there. Not stuck so much as idling there and then the system closes. Yeah, we end up with a zombie that we shouldn't. But that does work. Back from the shop now to make lunch. Ooh, yum. Yeah, they're just chilling out on the stairway because they don't have a target right now. But they do end up, like, shoved upwards at least. The floor extruding a crawling mass of baby zombies. Yeah. What level is this I'm looking at? 59. So yeah, I think that'll do much nicer. It's bulkier, I have to give you that. Let's see, what I could do is just have like an observer here, just to deploy the water. Like that's entirely possible. And I think I see exactly how to do it, no less. So we have... oh wait, no, because it has to be on this side. Alright, wait, I can do this. Get to there. And have you watch that redstone. And then we have a dispenser pointing up. Like that. We have a water bucket. So now when we trigger it, it will actually do the water. except I need it to be a little bit more reliable than that, so I probably need to actually be looking at this. Or else a signal coming from it. Right, I need a static thing, don't I? Because this is just pulsing. Oh wait, hang on. Even easier, just have it pointed at this. Forgot your username? Oh. A little noisy. A little noisier than I'd like, but could do. Could do. Might be better if it was watching this, though. That would probably be the ultimate in ease here. Nope, I stand corrected. How are you getting 2 pulses? Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, right, okay. So, I probably need to be getting... No, if I put it here, at least it gets triggered by that. Okay, this is quite tight. Given how the dungeon itself will use a mob spawner for acquiring the zombies, I figure the #1 factor should be reliability. The randomly spawned zombies are already inducing enough randomness as is. Don't need the zombie shoot adding yet further complications. I think ease of, like, control that. I mean, we also have to factor in that these are going to need timers. Or at the very least an AND gate leading to a timer. Plus another timer working for a randomizer. We'll see, we'll try this, and we'll see how far we get, at the very least. Whoop. No? You're gonna behave? No? Okay. Back in a moment. That's better. Right. So, we've got our openings here currently. So, let's see, we want to have, if we're going to go with the upper level system, we don't need that. Nor do we need this. And we certainly don't need this. Go in. Okay. We do need stairs above these, which are probably going to create lighting bugs, so I should be careful of that. And this is just so that they don't crush their heads on the way through. Okay, so we need 1 piston here. Do I have a standard material I can use for pistons here? Not terribly, but I'll go with cobble for now. 1 piston here, and another there. Oh, wait, no, 1 more back, is it? Nope, nope, that's exactly where it wants to be. This one might need to go this way. Just reorient a little bit. hopeful music makes it seem like I'm going to accomplish this the first time. I kind of doubt that, knowing my luck. Hey, small Annie. What was your username before, out of curiosity? Okay. So, then we need, let's see, block there and there. Two there, there, and there. And one there. Okay, so repeater, repeater, redstone, redstone, redstone. None of which I'm carrying. Should get the wood out just so I can make a chest in here. Oh boy. Wait, nope. Wrong thing. Okay, right. And need the cupboard blocks. So there, there, and there. And in this case, we are coming in around this way. I could have. Let's just have sandstone for that, just to indicate it, or at least right now. It wants to be at least one block away so we don't have them filtering into the wiring, which would be unpleasant to say the least. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Because we have to limit this, it has to go the right way. Why was the lamb feeling sheepish? Because he'd been acting bull-headed all day? Oh dear. Lord help us, poor is back on their puns. Okay, and this one probably has to go that way. So there, and there. And then it is there and there. Doop, 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 doop. Doop, and there. Okay, so yep. Got these exactly the same orientation, good. This one definitely wants to be going inwards, because we don't have space on the right here. So there, and there. And there. And there. Ooh, that's worryingly tight for going around the edge. We don't have enough room to actually have insulation. We'll probably want to move this one over a bit. There, good. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. If there is a pungent maker lying, they will need to get Pura for our co-host. I hope not. No offense to Pura, but I hope not. Is this the right? No, this should be going into this one. that. Is this also? Yeah, this wants to be also another block in because it is going to cause trouble for us in insulating wires. Usually I'm insulating wires just to, like, prevent water getting to them in a particularly sodden environment. In this particular case, it's because the baby zombies will absolutely be able to fit into them. And we cannot be having that. Okay, and there, one there. Right. Now we need 1, 2, 8 repeaters. 8 times 2 would be 16. 16 sticks. 4. Okay, none of those. Right, so that to there, this to here, and I now need to remember what this was. Have I got this? Yeah, I got this the other way around. Blip, that way. That's right. I get the distinct feeling this is not accurate. Let's go have a look. Yay, foods. Oh, okay, yeah, I've got this completely wrong. Right. I need to be an even... It's actually like a 4x4. That's why I'm doing this weirdly. Right. Huh. Yeah, we need to be another block this way. Oh joy, that's gonna cause even more problems. Unless I can make this smaller somehow. But we're already like halfway through this stream. I am not going back into the I'm not going back into redstone div. Probably. I hope. Okay, so that's where the redstone line goes. I was correct at least about how much how many repeaters we'd need. So this controls the central piston that pulls this back, and then these two control this piston that actually retracts the block. Right. Do I have a lever on me? Yes, I do. Okay. That looks good. Let's get ourselves a couple of pistons here. They don't need to be sticky just yet. There. Couple of those. Alright. This one facing that way. And this one facing that way. Okay. I might need to be a bit slower. Okay, if I stick this here. looks good. Okay, and let's stickify them. Make sure they work properly. Make sure they work properly, and then we'll see if we can make them a bit smaller. Okay, so sandstone. Nope, this needs to be a bit slower. Okay. Yep, okay. There we go. Now, can I make this smaller? Can I at least make it, like, 3 wide instead of this much? Probably... The trouble is doing it without interacting with that. I wish in survival mode you could, like, middle click on stuff and get it from your inventory, but tis not the case, sadly. Been fun, folks, but I have to go prep for this session. Okay, have fun with D&D. That's actually already going into the piston, so I do this. Okay. It narrowly fits into our room here, but that does work. Nope, because that'll cause feedback. Okay, a little less intuitive. Actually, I can make it a little bit more intuitive. Cost me 1 more piece of redstone, and now I can do that because now it's not feeding back into itself. Grand. Okay, managed to make it smaller. Good. Always good. Right. So that doesn't go there. It goes here. And it has a delay of 2 ticks. Whereas this one is 3. Oh no, 4. Okay. Always fun when you make a system and then you figure out how to make it even smaller. At least for me. I'm a massive nerd, it seems, but you know. Oh, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, redstone, no. Come back, redstone. And these might collide. But, on the other hand, we can now actually put these on this side. Benefits of redesigning, hooray. there, that to there, that to that. 2 above. Redstone. And let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And also 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, this can go for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh boy. Getting a little tight over here. The only thing worrying me now is that we have to get our power from above, which, not terribly unreasonable, just a little bit of a hassle. I'd have preferred if we could have gone down, because up is ocean, of course. Okay, now we need 6 more pistons. Yep, okay. And I did not make enough pistons, okay. What am I low on? Lumber. That's what I'm low on. I need the support of my lumber. I think I've made that joke every single day this week. Okay, good. Next. Ooh, these have different timings, don't they? So, let's see. Middle wants to be on 2, farthest out wants to be on 1. Okay, good. So they all work. Let's give ourselves more floor, since we've now established which parts of this we're not going to be using. Which means I did clear out a bit of ocean for nothing, but keep a little bit of a hole here, just to make us sure we have some kind of safety here for our wiring. But okay. That gives us 4 inputs, and we are going to need some kind of system to make sure that we actually are washing our guys in the correct locations. If we tie these together, that might help us a bit. So we need to have water here, but we can move it in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, that's a little short. Okay, there then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I would like these to be a block apart so I can actually then have things to shove them, ideally, but... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm glad the revision actually allows us to put them closer together. And also to put the channels right up next to them. What we could do is just have the spawner lower down and then... Or just have a spawner per... That's another option, we just have a spawner per, like, channel here. That makes it a lot easier. I also should wire these so that they are actually shut normally. Which means I enable lumber. So how are people? Everybody doing okay? Let's stick you there. Grab that. Stick that there. Are there any other pieces of this that I can adjust or remove? No, I don't think so. I think this is as good as it can get. Have I done some colouring? Ooh, I haven't done colouring in years. Well, I haven't done like a colouring exercise in years. I suppose I did do colouring back when I was still drawing comics. I keep wanting to get back to that, but just don't have the time. I wish I did, but no. It was a labour of love anyways. I don't think anyone was really paying attention to my artwork. Creepy noises. Drop that to free. No, I can't. Okay. Alright, would it be better if I flipped this, since I totally can now? That'll give me more room in the middle here. I think smart. Okay, mild little moment of flight. Full free. Oh no, is it? Yeah, there we go. That's better. That should be correct. As always, we have our testing lever, just in case. Yep, works fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stops there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stops right there. That's better. But these two are still a pain. Coloring About Mum Got You gives you the ability to colour in the front cover. Ew. Maximum colouring! Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Because, lest we forget, with this design we can't stop at the water. Water goes right up to the edge. And it must stop there, naturally, because we can't just have signs in the middle of the... We can't just have signs in the middle of the hallways. Speaking of, how the hallways look with this going on? Yeah, it's pretty obvious there's, like, blocks there. It doesn't seem to... There's a slight hint by the texture that there's something else here. But there's no lighting glitches coming through it, as near as I can tell, so that's good. Fine by me. Okay. Let's see. Now my next question is, how do I determine which of these they should go through? Looking remote is always the most difficult when you come to that stage. And we're nearly in our last hour. Oh, wow. Okay, well, we definitely need more space upstairs. Although, pushing power trees from below wouldn't be too difficult. Now that we've got the torches. If I could make it even easier just by putting the torch there, or even just there. I think I will. Why not? It means redoing the circuitry again, but... Oh no, it's the redstone police again. They come for me for my, my crimes of redesigning a circuit like 4 times in an hour. But hey, there we go. That gives me a block that I can definitely control from underneath. Right now I'm wishing I had moved the beacon over. So we know where our axes are, our controls. And then we can hook them up to clocks. Okay, can I get the toolbox and grab a dig? I can't remember if sand has the same hardness as gravel. It certainly seemed, we're at least anecdotal right now. We certainly seem to be getting slower when we're using it. needed to make this slabs just so I can have a little bit more headroom. I'm not really a claustrophobic kind of person, but it's not quite what I call pleasant. Nice to meet you. Go away. Right. That gives us 4 points of control that will, when powered, open up one of those openings. Open up one of those openings. Wow, my language just went. My language skills just went completely to poop. So down here we need to have. Either one clock controlling all of them with AND gates, or 4 clocks controlling them individually. I think I kind of prefer the AND gates idea. And we are definitely going to need more room, so just one more block down should do the trick. That's the toolbox, that's the toolbox. Nope, that's leggings. Special emergency travels. Oh, wait, no, actually, take. At least now, while I'm doing the wiring, I should have less problems with water splashing down. Because now I don't have to dig up, I just have to dig down. Down is almost always dry. Let's see, we've got 4 openings. So in binary, that would be a 2-digit number. So 0, 1, 2, 3. Which we get from just 2 bits. Which means I just need 2 lines coming in here to tell me which thing I should open. But I would need to run multiple different things, which would be kind of a pain. But nonetheless, we'll try. So let's plug that up. We've got one over here. Let's see, can we make ourselves a vertical AND gate? Put a torch on that, or alternatively, take advantage of the fact that there's already a torch there. Could do something like that. Just have a couple dots upstairs. Well, that would mean less redstone use, so sure. I'm always going to take the route that has me using up less redstone. But that would mean that this will be default off, which means the door will be open. So we actually do need to use this version. because otherwise we won't have this properly in the right control state. Is there any way I can make this smaller though? It's very okay having it this wide. Okay, so there's one AND gate. So this needs to have two signals going in that will then tell it, oh hey, this one should be on, and that will give us our nice little control. So with just two levers, we'll be able to select one of four. Just gonna dig backwards a little bit just to make this aligned. We probably need to go this way anyways, because this is closer to the origin of our main control signal, which is the memory latch from when they enter. They being, of course, they of course being the adventurers. And I need to store some stuff. But the chest is upstairs, in a position I cannot easily reach. Okay. Toolbox to the rescue. Ladders. I need ladders. Why did I just... Oh, because I was... Right, yes, of course. I forgot that part. Okay, there we go. And I'll grab that just to make some more torches. I'm going to pick this up just on the balance that it'll get very, very quickly annoying if I have to keep accidentally depositing stuff. Right. So, can I make this smaller? Can I make this more reliable? My concern right now is it's very close together for passing two redstone lines. What we could do instead is have one be that. And one be here. Whoop, nope, we got, because there's redstone on the top. Okay, fix that up. So one of these gets power from the inside, and then the other gets power on the outside. And that'll allow us to have these completely separate. So that there, that there. Wait, no, the other way around. This one on this side, saves me a bit of length. Myriad logistics of making this work. This is technically a torch stack. Technically. It's not actually being used as a torch stack, which is a means of carrying signal upwards, but it's functionally a torch stack right now. Or would it be better to have the lower ones in the inside? might well do. Except that we'd have to power... Yeah, we'll keep this as is for now. Okay. So, there. 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 Almost definitely going to have to go and repair my pick after this. Okay, and there to there, up there. Not sure if I'm happy or concerned that I can't hear any noises. But if I make myself a second lever, trial this. So there and there. Good. Alright. I mean, the next thing is the decoder. Whether we're taking the signal directly from the line or whether the signal needs to be inverted. So we'll say these two need it to be on, whereas those two need the central signal here to be off. In which case, we can just invert the signal, which will slow it down a little bit, but not terribly much. In fact, in that case, we don't actually need a torch here, we just need to be feeding in a signal in a manner that will not be reversed. By which I mean a repeater, of course. Okay, so we grab ourselves a couple more torches. Get one of those, at least. Okay, so if it's on one tick, it's the same delay as if it was torch inverting, so it's fine. Can get rid of this, and make our second repeater. Yep, we got it. Good. So, this line now controls half of these in different ways. So it ensures this can't turn on, but it allows these potentially to turn on. So if we do this, yep. But if we do this, nothing. Okay, that's one half of a decoder done. Hooray! Is there any way I can make these? I'm looking at my brain is thinking, is there any way I can make these smaller? And I shouldn't be thinking that right now. How are you doing? You are down to 399. Oh, jeez. I definitely need to close out this this week of streams by healing you up, I think. But okay, that's good. We're getting kind of close to just basically building a computer for this. This is significantly the more complex way of saying only open one of these, giving them binary, like, addresses, basically. So, I need more polished granite. and go get more polished granite, because we definitely have a lot of that. And I need more polished granite because it's the stuff that says, hey, there's redstone here, don't remove this block. Have a sip of water. Yeah. My voice has actually been... There has been a notable impact of this week on my voice. Because I'm not used to speaking for 3 hours at a time. And doing so for... well, I think we're past the 14-hour mark in 1 week. Has absolutely definitely caused some... yeah, seriously, okay, really? Wow. Okay, didn't expect that to happen. I'm out of granite. Did I leave some in, like, a chest underneath the boss room? The man who accidentally built an entirely different game whilst trying to make a dungeon. Yeah. Be ironic if I made Dungeon Keeper. I tried to make a dungeon, and in the course of wiring said dungeon, I made Dungeon Keeper. But yeah, like, I'm used to, like, speaking in, like, 2-hour bursts 3 times a week. But after yesterday's stream, it was very obvious to me that my voice was... my throat wasn't in pain, because I've been drinking water like a good boy. No, there's absolutely... take the sand, because that's how I have to come by. There's absolutely no granite left in the entirety of this place. Wow. Huh. Okay. Well, I guess we're off to, the Nether to see... we should... almost definitely, he said with increasing uncertainty, have some in the tunnels leading to the Harvester. So, no worries. I'm not destitute on this stuff just yet. But yeah, my voice was more growly, I want to say. Didn't hurt, but it was just... clearly there has been an impact upon my speaking this long, basically continuously. Okay, is it daylight? No, it is not. Okay, slep. Let us be slep. It has all become slep. There we go. 1-800 we be slepping. Whoop, okay, yep, there's definitely creepers. Hello, and husks. We expected that much. And he's coming for us, but he's also very slow, so bye-bye. I don't suppose zombie villager husks are a thing. Considering that zombie villagers in general frequently spawn in deserts, you'd expect that to be a thing. But I guess maybe villagers just don't mummify properly. Okay, chests, please help. Yes, there we go. Double stacks. Will hopefully be enough for us. This game is never enough. It's never enough. Right. Back to our accidental computational engine. Our accidental thinking engine. I mean, really... I'm trying to think. Is the system we are currently building more or less like a computer than the boss machine we just built? The boss machine, which has 3 timers, I think it is, 1 memory, circuit, I mean, we haven't included memory in this so far yet at all, nor have we built any timers. We're just actually building something that is straight up a piece of computing hardware, which is a binary decoder. So that we can just have a pair of randomizers pick whichever of these things is going to go. Is that the... Yep, that's not... Actually, is this the... No, this is not the... This is not the level I want. I want to be one level lower. Come along, Dixon. We'll fix you up soon enough, I'm sure. Okay. So now we need to connect these to a signal. Which I might be able to at least make a little bit more efficient here. That can stay where it is. The nice thing about building redstone above ground level like this is that it makes it harder for water to wreck the whole thing. When it's just on the floor like this, it's a little bit more worrisome. Or redstone. Okay. No doubt there'll be repeaters involved here somewhere. So we've established half of these are by... we've established that half of these are the signal being one state or the other, so we probably should do the same over here. What we can do is just repeat them again. I'd rather have this be the actual like invert section, so have this over here be the segment that is on or off. But we actually... Do we need to split this? Because like one of these should be repeated, the other one should be a torch. But not both. So we'll have this one be repeated. So this particular one requires this line to be on and this one to be off, whereas this one needs both to be on. So we'll call it, well, like, oh god, if I think about this too much, I'm gonna start labeling these in binary. Okay, and then this one will be repeated. So that way, none of these should have the same thing. So call this one AB. And this one is null, basically. These all have to be turned off. And I do have the materials on me to make a repeater. So, yep. Only one of these should have 2 repeaters. Good. Everything else should have at least one, well, up to 2 torches. Yeah, so that's got 2 torches, that's got 2 repeaters, that's got one a torch and a repeater, and this is a torch and a repeater from the opposite side. Good, okay, they're unique. They're all unique and distinct. Right, how many more repeaters do I need? Just the one. Just the one. Right here. And I probably should move this over. At least a block. And unlike last time, I need to remember that this is my ladder. Okay, and there. Okay, right, good. Now we're getting to the part of actually feeding this logic in. So I'm going to need, firstly, to bring these to be not necessarily parallel, but pretty close to it. And this is probably the part where I'm going to need to repair this pick. So, probably good that we're in the last half hour of the stream here. But hey, if you've ever seen one of those big long posts about somebody who built a computer inside of Minecraft, well, now you can say you've seen a guy accidentally build a computer in Minecraft. Right, so I think 4 blocks back is the minimum we're going to need here. In theory, we'll need more because we'll actually need to send these signals vertically to control which way the baby zombies are being shoved. Again, that's if we have one spawner providing enough for everybody. And bear in mind, baby zombies are a percentile chance; they're not a guarantee. Okay, so we want a repeater there. We want 3 things there, and then we want another block, which is a comparator. So yeah, another block back for the dropper and the hopper. Now the downside here is this will mean that there is always one of these open. They're never closed. Which is not necessarily ideal for us. I think how to do this. So, yeah, another layer back. Oh boy, okay. So randomizer, a pair of randomizers, creates 2 binary outputs, which we treat as bits. And then we send those into here, which is functionally a decoder. So that in the event of one given combination, one given opening opens. There, get rid of that, stick that there, get rid of that. And then, take that. Use this. Into there. The main concern I have here is these changing might cause errors, might cause problems if they change and the signal gets through at a different time. So I probably should have these be vertical actually. Hey Kiro. How you doing? Accidentally fell asleep. Oh dear. Well, it could be worse. You weren't woken up by rampant wither noises. Okay, so we feed a redstone signal into there. That is long enough to reach everything, right? Yes, it is. No problem. Just so I can be certain, and I put that there. That there. Okay, so... Next question, is this long enough for the same thing? Soothing lung noises and music, yeah. I specifically went with my chill playlist for these streams. Okay, and if I repeat it there and another one there, then we should be able to check if this has any problems either. Nope, it does not. Good. So do that. Over to there. Shouldn't be any trouble here because it's the same distance. Okay. Going down. Going down. Down where my breath is the only sound. This song predates most of my audience. Okay, so that is where we'll have our two randomizers. So we'll just need two repeaters, and I can see my lever. My test lever. No. Alright. Two repeaters, we can manage. That's just to give us a full strength signal. We are otherwise getting a signal that is literally just one. Are you trying to build? I am currently doing the wiring for part of a redstone-operated dungeon. But unfortunately it's taken so long that it's actually nearly the end of this map on this server, so consequently I think I do a week of this. But this is a pair of randomizers, or will be soon enough. These are all decoders, taking the signals from those, and those go into piston systems up here that retract this block so that we can have baby zombies flood the area. As at a rate that baby zombies can anyways. They're small. They only have small legs. Although that doesn't stop them from running very quickly, come to think of it. There's need one more repeater, and I do not have the lumber on me. I also don't have much of any space. I'll turn those all into torches, because I'm going to need all of them when I make the comparators. To there. Okay. So now these should be able to give the signals at the same time. So next, comparators. And comparators will require some of that. Gonna need two of them. Run this over to here. Tricky when you're trying to put... There we go. When you're trying to put redstone blocks down in that kind of space. Okay. And then I need two droppers and two hoppers. No, that's fine. Okay. For a hot minute there, my brain was like, hang on, there's going to be a hopper below your top dropper. But no, they actually recede. Block down like that. So it should be fine. But that'd be problematic. Problematic Euclidean space right there. droppers. To there. Whoop. Ack. Whoop. There we go. Okay, to there. Right. And let's stick a spider eye. Why not? Into one of these, because we have plenty of junk, and that is certainly eating up a spot in our inventory. And a piece of stone. Why not? Lumber is necessary. Okay, where's that chest gone? Because I definitely need to empty some stuff out here. I do love the way these shulker boxes lift you up when you're using them. Okay, into there and into there. Alright, now we just need to send signals into them as inverted pulses, which is to say always on except for a brief moment. Which I guess I'll bring this way, not. Brings it closer to the center of the dungeon. This isn't, honestly, this isn't even the most complicated thing that we've actually built in the past week. The most complicated thing that we've actually built is absolutely the boss room, but this is just the one that very, very, very clearly imitates actual computational logic. Okay, so what's that? And if we put a torch here, if I have the materials to make a torch, it's a miracle I haven't run out of wood in the course of all this. Then, okay, so there's just like pieces of like 64 stacking items in there, so that's consequently not going to do anything. But I can make a couple of stone swords. Okay, so now, if we take our test lever, turn them off, so that happens. That's again worrying, because that means this one is always going to open when the thing resets. That's not necessarily good. So, here we go. So top and bottom, well, top and not bottom. Bottom and not top. Both. Neither. Okay. One thing that we could try and do to ensure that these output a new signal at the same time is to lock the repeaters coming out of the randomizers here, and then just pulse them so that the signals go and change at a specific point in time, which would be in line with this. If we had a slight delay there, we could do that. And I guess I will. I guess I will. Because I'm a perfectionist, apparently. Let me see. It's going to require a little lock there, so just that doesn't interact. Redstone. To there. And to there. Okay, nope, that. So one there, one there. Okay, so that will lock those repeaters. So if we're just sending a pulse into these, then that should allow me to make sure that everything runs perfectly. So let's see the next thing I'm going to need. Actually, I can make this a bit easier, can't I? Just do that right there. And have ourselves a redstone torch there. There. So those are now locked. And if I hook these together, like so, okay, lift this up and give this a quick, like, delay to it, which will require another repeater. Wood. Go for so much wood. It's a miracle I don't actually have, like, a tree farm of any kind on this server. You would think I would at this stage, but no. Okay. So, these repeaters are currently locked at 0. They are now at 0 and 1. And now it's 0, well, 1, 0, we'll say. And again, to the... to 0, 1. 1, 1. And 0, 0. Okay, good. That seems to be working. Hello, Ali. How are you? Right. Next thing we need is a pulse generator going into this, so we just need to push a button. Then we can tie this to a clock, and it'll all be good. Hey. So, let's see if I put that there. Have this down here, that. I can then have a torch on that. There, 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 and there. Double redstone there. I need more materials. Okay. And a lot more redstone, as ever. Right. Testing lever, I'll be back for you in a moment. Gotcha. Okay. Testing lever is safe. And we put that there. Yes, there's some there already. And there. Okay. So now this should work properly. So we've got, let's see, 0, 0 currently. I do this. 1 and 1. 1 and 0. 0, 0. 0, 1. 1, 0. Okay, we're basically just looking to see if any of the on ones or off ones flicker. We're looking for flickers in the course of this. But it looks like the signals are all coming out good and proper. Glorious. So because we added the delay, we ensure that the randomizer has been able to run before we try and get the signal from it. Or rather, before we allow any new or old signal to take effect in the repeaters feeding the decoder. So, yeah, this works. So now we hook this up to a timer, and oh boy, that's then we have to start dealing with mobs, and mobs are like the worst thing to redstone. But hey, we're doing well. We're doing well. Believe it or not, we're doing well. Pie 4 the Dragon has followed. Thank you. Hope you enjoy. Right. Let's get ourselves a timer. A little room to walk as well. So, let's see. The best place for us to have a timer would be over in this direction, because that is closer to the center of the dungeon, and will therefore be closer to our line for a potential future line that actually like controls whoever the dungeon's running. Less off the beaten track we have to go there, the better. And I don't like how damaged my pick's getting. Doing actually? You're at 267. Ooh. We are definitely finishing off this stream and this week of streams with a trip to the harvester to repair Dixon. Okay, yep, that's good. A couple of torches on the end here. There we go. And a dot of redstone there. Oh, actually, we don't want to connect these just yet, because when I start this up, it's going to be going wild. Right. We need 4 chests. Which means we need 8 logs. And 5 times 4, so 20 iron. And then we need 4 comparators as well. These timers are not cheap, but they are so incredibly worth it. Because you can make them very long or very short. It's all up to you. I'm going to leave this one out for the moment, just because I'm going to need the room to actually maneuver and get the comparator in, unless I actually just dig out this wall, which I probably should have anyways. There we go. Okay, lumber. So, gonna need 4 times 3, 12, so time, and then that's how many torches we need. Over 4, which is 3 again, is how many instances of the crafting recipe we need. So 3 times 2 gets our number of logs that we need, which is 6. Okay. And then we're also going to need that. I swear my mathematical abilities have had more of a workout in this past week than probably in, like, several years of programming. Wouldn't you know it? Okay, we got diorite, we might as well use diorite here. Okay, so that's the part that we're actually going to be connecting to, and that's why I'm not doing that first. And we want to stick our testing lever up there. And a torch, just so things don't spawn in here and make me cry. Alright. So this should tick over, and then it should change the output state that we have going here. Yep, there we go. And let's just hop up here, have a look at it going. think there is enough signal delay that we shouldn't have any issues. So I'll open that one this time. No, not sandstone. And the next. Eventually, it has to go through 2 spins to actually do that because we're not using an edge trigger or anything. But that shouldn't take too long. Oh, I put 2 stacks in there, didn't I? Might take a bit. I forget what the rate of hopper transfer is, but that's basically the thing that that's the main limiting factor here. Because if you're using a hopper as a clock, then you are limited by the speed at which the hopper moves, which is it's fine. It's like not too many items a second as we saw there, but Come on, let's see ya. Let's see ya, and then I'm going to the harvester. I'm gonna relax with some simplistic, mind-numbing punching things. Tell you what, I'm gonna sit here long enough, and then what'll happen is I'll get concerned that it's broken, go downstairs, and right as I'm doing that, it'll change. Sod's law in effect. Dun dun dun, it's a Lizzie. There we go. Okay, finally. Good. So closed one, opened next. Grand. Good, that's it working perfectly. Huh. So yeah, all we need is an actual way to get baby zombies in here. But that is something for perhaps a video. Just generally another time, because a whole lot of it here. The week is done. I'm gonna make some torches, because I clearly don't have enough. There we go. Right. And let's sort of head off to the harvester, shall we? One last time this week. I don't think I think as a person, as an individual, as a worker in the labor force of capitalism, I don't think I'm personally up to the challenge of doing daily streams. I'm not even sure I'm completely up to the challenge of doing 3-hour streams. But I do stream quite regularly. Not as regularly as I have this past week, but I do stream. And the next time I am streaming is tomorrow, in fact, at 9 PM BST. Definitely need to sleep. And that is a stream known as The Carousel, where some friends and I spin the wheel to determine what game we will attempt to play. We have had Overwatch, we have had Dead by Daylight, we have had Don't Starve Together, we have had Keep Calm and Nobody Explodes, which was certainly not the case for me. I was the one confusing. And we have several more on the list. So it'll be a question to see exactly what we get this week. After that, on Tuesdays at 9 PM BST, as around to reach sometime, I do Young Dwarves Live at 9 PM BST, where I program a Minecraft mod. So if you're watching this, you might enjoy that, live on camera. And then, on Thursdays at 11 PM BST, I do a show called Midnight. That's my throat going eventually. Oh boy, it's taken this long. Where I'm currently playing XCOM 2 War of the Chosen. And we are giving them hell because we have teched up rapidly ahead of what the aliens expect us to have. So yay. Also, it's not my first time playing. Well, it's my first time playing War of the Chosen, not my first time playing XCOM. Oh. But I hope you've all enjoyed this past week. It's been a ride. We have gotten so much done. We did a bit of decorating. We spent like 2 or 3 days working on the redstone wiring of a boss room. And oh boy, I still have so much more to do. But I think you've all I think it's been fun. I think it's been very productive nonetheless. So we'll just wail on some zombies, as we call it out, for the last time. Yes, I presume they'll be zombies. It depends on what this produces first, I guess. And it's skeletons this time. Okay. And a creeper. I wonder if I should... No, I'm not going to... My brain here is just like, you know what? You don't actually have a way of, like, automating getting records. You should totally add that to this place. I'm like, nope. We're just gonna relax. Oh hey, I was just like building for you. Yeah. This house is great. No, this isn't even a house. This is just a mob farm. And one hell of a mob farm it is. Probably the best one I've ever built. Don't know if I'll be allowed to build it on the next server. Or the next map for this server, anyways. But, oh boy. Yeah, no, go away. No, no way. Bad. But yes, this is just where everybody on the server comes if they need XP. Or mob drops. Of basically any kind. Eh, nope, not you. Bad. Which is bad for any mob system. Yeah. Don't you dare. Get out of my... There we go. Alright. So where is my house? My house is the tomb that we were just working on. Although that's not strictly speaking a house, I guess. It's a base. A base would be a better way to describe it. It is still heavily in need of decorating, like the janitor's cupboard of that place. But because most of my resources are inside of shulker boxes, I can just bring them wherever I want to go. Don't need a base so much. So this might be like one of the most impressive places that I've built on this server, but it's actually completely incidental. Mostly I tried to build a mob farm, failed 3 times, and then just went ham. I didn't set out to build this place, well, until I had pretty much reached my tether. Next time I'll just build a base in the nether, who knows. Pretty nice place to start. But okay. Hope you've all enjoyed. As I say, it's been a fun week. But whilst I fix up Gentless Dixon, I shall catch you all as ever next time.